Click the bell, turn on all notifications, and subscribe for around-the-clock WWE news in real time. The home of the most consistent and dedicated breaking news in WWE, Sean's View Ends, is here for you. Like, comment, and share today.
Good morning, good morning. It is AM. It is the top of the morning. It is time to wake up. It is time to wake. It is time to shake. It is time to bake. It is time to shower. It's time to brush your teeth. It's time to get out the food. It's time to make it. It's time to hear and listen to Sean's View Entertainment. And I want to thank every single one of you that have watched, that have subscribed, that have liked, commented, interacted, and that have become a channel member. Because when you become a channel member, you help save and secure my future on this very website. And now it is the final day. It is the last day of April. But in essence, we're only just getting started. Because here on Sean View, while it may be the last day of April, it is never the last day of Sean View Entertainment because we keep going on. We go further. We go bigger. We go better. We go more significant with the news, the rumors, the headlines. We detail it. We give it to each and every one of you. And what I want this morning is at the top of the video. After what we heard after the unprofessionalism, apparently, accordingly, supposedly, about CM Punk. Should CM Punk be fired from the WWE after what went down at WWE World during WrestleMania week with the meet and greet with CM Punk, where you couldn't talk to him, you couldn't shake his hand. There was a lot of strict enforcement going on. CM Punk was, I don't know if he was unprofessional or, there's a lot of fan accounts that the meeting wasn't what they were suspecting. It wasn't what they were anticipating. They thought they were going to get something completely different with CM Punk. And it seems as if CM Punk, I don't know, guys. Should CM Punk, what should happen? The future of CM Punk after the WWE World meet and greet during WrestleMania weekend about a couple of weeks ago. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Also, what did everybody think of last night's NXT? What was the moment? What was the matches? What did you like? What did you not like? What did you not anticipate? What did you anticipate? Were you on the edge of your seats? What did you think about last night's installment of NXT? Remember to become a channel member today, because if it weren't for you, there would be no Sean's View. Let's cook up everything. Now, guys, remember, set a reminder. I want everybody to please set a reminder on your cell phone, on your watch, on your iPad, on your iPhone. Hell, put a little sticky note. Set a reminder to check out my channel several times a day throughout the day, whether it be morning, whether it be noon, or whether it be night. Make sure to check out all my videos because I do a lot of updates. I do all news in real time. I do all the news as it happens, the significance, the prominence of it. So let's get into the news, the rumors, the headlines, the speculation, the gossip, the projection that you have come to hear and expect from the brash in the brazen, where we raise the bar to all-time levels and new heights. The WWE roster's reaction to the returning Rusev. Ladies and gentlemen, according to a report from PW Insider, Rusev's return wasn't just a hit with the audience. It was warmly received backstage. There was a warm reaction among WWE talents having the former United States champion back, adding that multiple WWE superstars have expressed an interest in working with Rusev down the line. Now, are you interested? Are you invested in the return of Rusev in the WWE? And do you think that this turn of events, do you think that his character, do you think the rub, do you think the push of Rusev will be significant? Will it be prominent in the WWE? Remember to like, comment, and subscribe today. Also, yes, it was a 5-year absence. Rusev was gone for some 5 months from WWE. We got breaking news on Roman Reigns and WWE Backlash. Roman Reigns isn't walking through the curtain at Backlash, at least not this time. The former WWE United States champion, he's former Universal champion, former WWE champion, has been off WWE television after the chaotic Raw after WrestleMania 41, and it would appear as if Roman Reigns will not be at WWE Backlash. There was a lot of people that were thinking it was going to be a tag team match of CM Punk and Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins at WWE Backlash. But it would appear as if, I mean, plans can change. Roman Reigns could appear out of nowhere. Let's put that out there. Card is always subject to change. I just want to throw that out there. So don't take everything as gospel over here. But Reigns is not expected to be at the Backlash Premium Live event on May 10th in St. Louis, Missouri. Right now, the plan is for Roman Reigns to return in early June. There's a chance that he could be back in time for the Money in the Bank on June 7th, but nothing is set in stone. However, as it appears, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns and CM Punk, that tag team match, that explosive match, could take place at SummerSlam. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. That's what the WWE could ultimately be building to at the end of the day. As it concerns CM Punk and Braun Breaker, we could get CM Punk versus Braun Breaker at Backlash with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman at ringside. Speaking about when Roman Reigns is going to return, well, we got another return, another blockbuster update. Ladies and gentlemen, this one will rock the wrestling world. This could rock the industry as we know it, the foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, the newsletters, according to those in the know, according to certain sources, although plans can change, we are now receiving word that the Mr. McMahon character will come back to WWE. That the Mr. McMahon character will be making a return to WWE, but not as Vince McMahon. Oh no. Shane McMahon will resurrect the Mr. McMahon character as himself, Shane McMahon. Now, Shane McMahon, and this all makes sense because Shane McMahon is about the age that Mr. McMahon was back in the Attitude Era. Around McMahon was in his 50s when he started his legendary rivalry with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Mr. McMahon's character coming back in the fashion, in the way of Shane McMahon. Because I know when you read the headline, I know when you read the title, you were like, what? What? Well, do you think Shane McMahon could resurrect and could Shane McMahon deliver that Mr. McMahon persona, that character, that evilness that Vince McMahon presented and orchestrated to the entire WWE universe? Will it be perverse? Will it be volatile? Will it be controversial? Since we may never ever get to see Vince McMahon in a WWE ring ever again, the next best thing would be Shane McMahon presenting himself as Mr. McMahon. Again, guys, anything can happen in the WWE. Expect the unexpected. Just like anything can happen on any given episode of Sean's View as we do it all in real time. Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff reveal their third man in a new freestyle wrestling venture. Yes, you heard that right. A freestyle wrestling venture for Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff. A longtime stable breaks up during WWE NXT last night. And for those of you that watched, you were shocked. You were in awe. You could not believe that this stable is no longer together. Or are they? The AAA employee, AAA, you know that organization, you know that wrestling company? AAA employees concerned over mass layoff rumors after WWE acquisition. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers coming down the pike here on Sean's View Entertainment. At this hour, at this time, we're also receiving word that Jacob Fatu's Backlash match has been stated. On last week's SmackDown, Fatu was challenged by LA Knight and Drew McIntyre. This led to a number one contenders match. In the end, Fatu took all of them out to stand tall. According to WrestleVotes, WWE is planning a fatal four-way match at Backlash, where Fatu will defend the U.S. title against LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, and Damian Priest. A fatal four-way match at Backlash. That should be tremendous. That should be off the damn chain. That should definitely be volatile. A U.S. title match at Backlash. Fatal four-way. Boy, the WWE has been resorting to a lot of multi-man matches as of late, whether it was WrestleMania, Raw, SmackDown, or pay-per-view. And now Backlash is going to be presented yet another multi-man contest. Do you think that this is the right direction? Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, at this hour, at this time, All right, hold on, guys. We got a little glitch going on the website. Hold on 1 minute here, guys. We do all news in real time. Anything can happen. Expect the unexpected. Hold the phone, guys. Just bear with me for 1 moment. Anything can happen when we're live. I told you, anything can happen. There can be a glitch. There can be a botch. There can be a blooper. There can be something funny, something serious. Anything can happen at any moment here, at any given time. All right, now, okay, we're receiving word because everyone's like, why didn't the TLC match happen at WrestleMania? That was a great TLC match. It was strong. It wasn't the greatest TLC match of all time, but it definitely was volatile. It was brutal. It was a numbers thing, according to WrestleVotes. I was told they presented the card and they were happy with it. Looking back on it in hindsight, you'd rather see the TLC match on the WrestleMania card, but it didn't. WWE officials also thought that it was an apt way to end WrestleMania season with a bang. So I can see why they kind of, didn't have TLC at WrestleMania. Update on whether there is backstage heat between The Rock and Triple H. We got breaking news on this one. The business is a complete work, always has been, always will be, every aspect, every match, every interview. Please join me, Cody, Cena, Brian, and the rest of our creative discussion so you can expand your perspectives. Until then, stop ranting. It's not healthy, my friend. Enjoy the show. A lot of fans pointed out that Rock didn't mention Triple H, who was WWE's chief content officer, in their response. Fans also pointed out that Triple H mentioned a lot of wrestlers during his Hall of Fame speech, except The Rock. This began speculation that there might be heat between Rock and Triple H. WrestleVote says that not everybody can be on the same page at the same time. This may have been an example of that, but I don't think there's any real heat or tension between the two guys. They've known each other long enough, and I'm sure they can work things out. I'm sure that's what's going on. Bill Apter also said that there is no heat between the two, but of course, seemingly, unless you're there and unless you know it, unless you know what's going on, unless you know The Rock, unless you know Triple H, Dwayne Johnson trusts Paul Levesque accordingly with what he's doing. They exchange ideas, and from what I've heard so far, there's no chance of Triple H losing his job in WWE. Well, we're going to have to see. Also, Julia and Roxanne Perez are considered a part of Raw now officially. Jade Cargill reacts to a viral meme about front row fans checking her out. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Ricky Morton, we all know the legendary famed tag team, Ricky Morton, disappointed with TNA wrestlers for not catching Leon Slater during his insane 450 splash. How WWE stars found out about their canceled WrestleMania 41 matches. It was listed on the whiteboard during WWE. This new show that's going to uncover the backstage, all the inner workings, all the creative, all the directives. A new show coming on Netflix. They were notified during that show, so I don't know, guys. It's just one of those things. You gotta grin and bear it, so to speak. You gotta grin and bear it. But here on Show and View, we wear it. We wear our hearts on our sleeve because we give you the most unapologetic, we give you the most uncensored, we give you the most uncut wrestling news, the brutal truth you're gonna get from Sean's View Entertainment, because I wouldn't have it any other way. This is the show. This is how we do it, and this is how we run it down without a frown. The crown is on. Subscribe. Yeah.